Now, what is it that you do exactly?
What is it that I do? Music. I've been playing stringed instruments where most of you will see me is Instagram, linking up with different artists, making videos with them, playing a lot of strings on tracks, anything string related. That's me.
What is the actual instrument that you use?
The ukulele, right here.
The ukulele.
Yes, sir.
And why that? Why not a guitar? Why not an electric guitar? Bass guitar?
I played
Fiddle?
everything you named early on.
Violin?
Violin. That was my first instrument. Yeah, 5 years old. Had one of those tossed in my hands. I played all those, but how many guitar players are on Instagram with other artists doing something? You know, I feel like that's the reason why what I started popped off is really because, what is that? A mini guitar? Half the people don't even know what it is. But yeah, that started up just kind of on a whim.
Banjo?
Banjo, they all call it a banjo. I'll even call it a banjo sometimes.
But it's not.
It's not a banjo, this one.
So, when you started doing this, you picked the ukulele because it wasn't something you've seen?
It wasn't even something that I really chose. Like when it first popped off, I had just picked it up and played it. The first time I played it, this girl asked me to do a Snoop Dogg song. And I did it when Instagram was like 15 seconds and posted it. I woke up the next morning and he had posted it.
Oh.
I had no following at the time. I was like, what happened?
Now, explain your musical background. You've played all these string instruments before. You went to school for this stuff? You took classes on this stuff? How did it start?
Nah, I started playing violin early on, took lessons like when I was real young. And I learned how to play by the Suzuki method, which is you hear the notes. So without even reading the music, you're able to identify different notes and play them. So that was really early on ear training for me. And then around middle school, I'm like, I'm done with this. Give me an electric guitar. So I started playing that, played that for a while, was in a bunch of bands, did shows at the rec center, you know, turned up like that for, I want to say, through the end of middle school, early high school. And yeah, it always had that be a big part of what I was doing.
Did you ever do band in school?
I did early on, yeah. I did. I played guitar in the jazz band.
Was jazz band like an after-school type of curricular activity, or was that like
That was
band
like
as a class?
Yeah, that was a class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, these other instruments, these other string instruments, are you just really good at the ukulele, or are you really good at these other string instruments?
I don't even think I'm good at the ukulele. I mean, you know, I'm good at what I do with it. You know, I have people tell me, oh, that's not how you play it. You ain't playing it right. A lot of the Islanders get hot about it, but I mean, the other instruments are instruments I've been playing for longer. That's what I'm playing in the studio most of the time is the guitar, the bass. But yeah, you know, I've just been running with the ukulele.
Which string instrument are you the best at?
Am I the best at? Probably guitar.
Regular guitar?
I mean, yeah, there are, you know, electric, acoustic,
Bass.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now, you do get some Islanders upset. Do you have ukulele beef with anybody?
Nah. Somebody asked me the other day, who's your favorite ukulele player? And in my head, I'm like, do I know any? I know Is. He did the Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And that was all I like froze. I couldn't even think of another one. So I don't know. I don't even view what I do as like I'm in a lane with other ukulele players or anything, but.
Now, it started off as, you know, a friend's request to do a Snoop Dogg song, which is rap, hip-hop music.
Right.
And the majority of people I see on social media that you play with are hip-hop artists, rap artists. Is that safe to say the majority of people you do like an acoustic social media post with?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm open to everything, you know. It's just got to make sense. But, you know, obviously if you go through my page, you'll see it's the lane.
Is that lane something you chose because you really like hip-hop and rap music, or was it the Snoop Dogg song and maybe other rap requests that got you into that lane?
Now, you know, when you start doing something and you see yourself progress in it, you start gaining an appreciation for it. So over time, I've really grown to appreciate it and find underground talent and listen to it. So it's what I'm listening to.
Snoop Dogg was the first request that you got from a friend, and he posted it. So that was, I guess, your first celebrity repost. But who was the first person you actually did like an acoustic jam session with?
Young Gully out of Oakland, in the Bay. Yeah.
And how did that happen? He reached out to you?
You know what?
You
I
reached
had
out
been
to
doing
him?
so many covers in the Bay Area, and people were posting them back to back to back, and I didn't go out. I wasn't going to shows at the time. I finally went to a show, and at the show, Neff the Pharaoh was headlining. He had just dropped Big Timin', and Mr. f.a.b was hosting it. And they saw me, and they're like, "Hey, you got the thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got it. Bring it up. We're going to have you open up for Neff." And at the time, he was headlining. I'm like, "Oh, all right, let's rock." So I went up on stage and just played it, got off the stage, and it was a bunch of artists at the show. Everyone came up to me, "Hey, let's work. We got to work." I'm like, "What are we going to do? Like, how are we going to work?" And exchanged information with a lot of them. And Gully hit me, and he's like, "Hey, I want you to come to the studio session. We're about to just pull up on me." All right, so I pulled up, laid down some strings on a track, and then I was like, "You want to do a video? Maybe you're in it, maybe not." Like, we had started just like fucking around, and he got in one of the videos. What did we do? What was the very first one? We did like a Shaggy, just like clowning around. We did like a Shaggy cover. I started, Wasn't Me. I started singing, and then he finished it like freestyling, and that went up that night. As soon as that posted, I had 10 people hit me, "Hey, pull up on me next." I'm like, we just started something. I'd have to run with this.
So how does this work? You just travel city to city and say, "Hey, I'm in so-and-so town for a week."
You know, yeah. I mean,
I do see you travel a lot, so explain
yeah.
how this works.
No, basically, like, I had been doing it in the Bay for so long, and I kind of found like a plateau. Just like with anything, you will find you're working on something really hard, and you reach this plateau. I was like, what can I do? And I was linking up with people who were popular, and it was just kind of to the point where I'm like, this ain't really going up anymore. I got to make something happen. My boy was like, "Hey, we got to go to Detroit." Like Detroit of all places. Like, he started putting me on to Detroit music. I'm like, all right, fuck, let's go. So we went out to Detroit, and we hadn't even taken it on the road at that point. And we went out there. I think the first night I was there, we got one with I Swear Vezo, and he posted it, and then everyone in Detroit, "Hey, pull up on me next." So I was like, man, this works in other cities. We might as well just keep going, keep running with it.
So is this something you do for fun? Is this something you make money off of?
Oh yeah, we ain't doing this for free, Smallz.
Explain. How can one make money off of something like this?
Endorsement deals, you know, charging people for the videos, different branding, you know, royalties. I dropped an album, Uke Nukem. It's out now, everywhere. And yeah, royalties, playing strings on tracks, having that come in.
Now, when it comes to doing these renditions on social media, is it, I see you do replays of people's songs. So like maybe somebody, a very popular artist, has a hot song, you kind of do like, I guess, I don't know if it's a cover, but it's more like an acoustic version maybe of that song.
Yep.
Are there other times where you're just jamming on the ukulele and people are just honestly freestyling off of maybe something you're...
Oh yeah, I just posted one with YG in the game. We had like 2 hours of footage where they're just freestyling. Started with a song. Sometimes I'll pre-record something, send it to an artist, they'll write to it, they post it, everyone, turn that into a song. And it turns into a song.
Nowadays, are you reaching out to these artists? Are they reaching out to you? How does it...
Probably about the same as you. A lot of people reach out. A lot of biggest artists I've done have reached out to me. But yeah, if I'm in the city, I'm gonna get to it.
Can anybody get a chance to get one of these things done?
What do you mean? Can anybody get a chance?
Yeah, can anybody reach out to you and say, hey, I want you, maybe they're not a popular artist.
Oh, right. Yeah. There's, there's rates for everything.
Got you. Now, when it comes to doing this stuff, is it like one take?
Yeah,
Is it a couple takes?
It's different for everybody, A lot of them are one take. You learn a lot more about the artist when you do it. Like, sometimes somebody will want to redo it 300 times. Sometimes somebody will do it once. Yep, that's it. Let's do another song. We run through 7 in, 10 minutes.
Which artists that you've posted on your social media did it in one take?
A lot of them. Recently,
Anybody that comes to mind?
Chance.
Chance the Rapper was one take?
Yeah. I mean, we did a bunch of them that I'm saying we just posted one of them. But Chance did a one take, and then, a bunch of people. A lot of people do, especially if it's a song that's already been done, like they're used to doing it.
Who's been a person maybe you had to do like 1,000,000 takes with? Couldn't get it right on the first take.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay, we won't. Has there been a time where it's one take, everything's going good, and you mess up?
Oh yeah, guaranteed. I'll do shit like the song's about to end, the very last bit, I've been playing it perfect, I hit a wrong note at the very end. So it's on me. More frequently the artist, but
More frequently the artist, though. Has there been any times where you've done this with an artist and maybe, I don't know, something happens to the footage and it's gone and,
oh yeah,
hey, we might have to do this again sometime?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hundreds of videos that I haven't posted that I'll never post. I just got to the point where I'm like, if the artist doesn't like it enough to throw it on their page, we don't gotta drop it,
Now, which one has been the most viral one at this point?
Chance.
Chance the Rapper?
Yeah. I got the most views out of anything he's ever posted on his Instagram.
Who's been your favorite person to work with so far? Might not have been the most viral, but personally, your most favorite.
I don't know. So many people.
Which one was your favorite video? Your personal favorite?
I like the ones that have a story behind them. It's more the experience for me, like, rather than the video. Like, last time I was out in Atlanta, linked up with Rollo, went to, he was doing a birthday party. Hey, pull up on me at this birthday party. I got a show in South Carolina. It ended. The birthday party ended. I got a show in South Carolina. Please come with me, bruh. We're gonna go crazy, do a bunch on the bus. I look over at my camera, dude. Fuck it, let's roll. Hopped on the bus, turned up, did a bunch of videos. The ones that have a story behind them stick with me more than, the actual video themselves.
Some people reach out to you, you reach out to some. Which artist for you was the hardest one for you to get? You got them, but which one, I mean, it just, maybe you had to go through obstacles to get.
I don't even know. The hardest one.
Yeah, you had to jump through hoops to get it, but you got it done.
Jump through hoops. I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know.
Is there somebody on your wish list that you really want to do this with?
Shaq. I'm coming for you, big dog. Let's go.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Would you do an interview with Shaq?
I would do an interview
instantly,
with Shaq.
Right? Have you seen him?
You
know Shaq's got plaques, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you said it like, why would that be the move?
Well, because
Obama, I would love to do one with him. My people reached out, but it's taking a while. That would probably be, if you end up seeing me doing with Obama, to answer
what
that
could you
last
possibly
question.
do with Obama?
What couldn't you do with Obama? That's the president.
I mean, he doesn't do music.
He would go crazy. You don't think he would do something?
I don't know.
Have you seen him
Obama
live in front of the whole nation 1,000,000 times? He would do it.
Now, what's the goal out of all this stuff?
Timeless music, really. Like, the ukulele is just the key to getting the door. It's not about the video, it's about the relationship. Anytime I'm listening to music, I hear strings on it. Little voice in my head is, why wasn't that you?
You released a project. Was that you vocally on it at all? Or
Yeah, I sang on a couple songs, played strings on everything, and then had like 54 features. But yeah, I got a lot of music that's sitting. I'm waiting for the right reason to drop.
How's the feedback been on that project?
It's cool. It's funny because I don't really post so much about it. So every day I'm still having people, I just found out you had a whole album. Should probably promote it more, but I'm at the point where it's like I'm ready for the next move, you know?
Have people had you vocally do anything or string-wise do anything on anything recent on their projects?
String-wise, yeah. Let's see. I was on the Florida Boys tape recently with Swift. Who else? Mozzie was on his last project. A lot of unreleased stuff, you know? There's so many finished songs that it's like, maybe to be on this, maybe to be on that. But yeah.
Has anybody ever reached out to maybe collab with you? Maybe, I don't want to say another ukulele player, but maybe another a violinist, somebody to spice things up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the time.
Are you open to that?
It's got to make sense, you know? It's got to make sense.
Any thoughts on ever switching it up from the ukulele? Maybe trying something, a different instrument, maybe for the next year or so, something like that?
Nah, not really. I mean, on tracks, yes, but as far as what I got going, I got a formula that makes sense. It's going to continue to grow and, you know.
How many have you gone through?
How many what?
Ukuleles.
Oh,
Is this the same ukulele you've had when you did the Snoop Dogg
nah,
cover?
I found that one in the garage. And I got a DM halfway through. I got a confession. I got a DM from the person whose it was. They're like, hey, I see you got really popular, but that was my ukulele. They didn't ask for it back, but they were like, just keep it in good condition. And they kind of were like lightweight asking for it back. I'm like, you left it in the garage at a house you moved out of, and you didn't bring it up for another couple years till you see me blowing up with it. But I got a bunch of them, but I just like this one because it's damn near bulletproof. Like it's got a good finish on it. I've had other ukuleles that I'll take on a couple trips and they'll just break. Like, can't take the abuse.
I was gonna ask, has there been anything
that's
ever happened to it?
I had a camera guy who picked up his backpack. It was sitting in the back, and the strap attached right here, and it launched, and I just watched it go, and it just lands right here. All you can see on it is this little ding. Picked it up. Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Does your ukulele have a name?
Nah.
No name.
You want to name it?
I wouldn't have no idea what to call it.
Think on it.
Maybe next time you come back, I will have a name.
We might have to name it.
Or maybe somebody in the comments section right now might have a name for you. Drop us that name. Go ahead and drop that comment.
Name it.
If it's a good name, will you use it?
Regularly.
Okay. We're going to hold you to that.
All right.